Alright, everybody, welcome back to Renaissance Cup 2026 round of 16. We have got an upper bracket match for you today. It's going to be Seed 5 Eloise versus Seed 21 Duski. Obviously, Duski not in the top 16 seeds, but pulled off an upset over Golden in round of 32 to get here. Eloise, with not such a hard road so far, had to beat Seed 28 to get here and did just that. I am over to Hedge 2015, going to be casting this one with I9. Hello there.
Hello. I think I just want to note that they have some similarities in their skill sets and also similar weaknesses. So,
Sort of, yeah. Oh,
for one,
okay,
I don't know what the bans are going to be.
Well, yeah, I mean, that could be interesting, actually. Because when two players that are pretty similar come together, it's like, it might come down to really small differences in the skill sets at that kind of point. This is going to be Eloise's warm-up. This is Eloise music for sure. And Duski's warm-up is, well, he's announced it in the tournament server, and it's not going to be this. This map it's kind of hard. It's not, like, super hard on the tapping end. I'm actually a little surprised it's 7 stars. But it's more of a reading map. It's fun, though. And the song is great. I'm pretty sure all of these site read-ups see this.
It sounds great.
It's actually
I see
really
it.
good.
Hashtag Jesus Club.
Hashtag Jesus Club. My favorite music.
So we're just waiting for the warm-up to start.
Yep.
Okay.
Always saying, yeah, I was playing this with random color patterning recently. Like, this map is already not easy, so that must actually be a hell of a challenge. Especially with all the SV. SV maps are probably like the hardest to play on Diorami.
Wait, are they adding the Terami on this?
No, it was just saying that Eloise has played it like that before. Oh my god, they are both going hidden. This is going to be difficult. This map is not easy with mods. This is like a no-mod challenge map, so this could be fun. Duski with actually easy hidden.
Yeah, I do remember Duski playing a lot of easy HD.
Something like that. I played with him in Suji, and it kind of feels like he can do a little bit of everything, but I feel like it's going to be tough to match up with Eloise on a pull like this outside of his strengths, because she's become a really strong all-rounder as of late. Almost won the UK national tournament, SNT, late last year. Actually beat me in winners finals to make it to Winterside Grands before the Grand Finals poll kind of outskilled. But that was really the only thing keeping her from winning a tournament in like her second year playing the game. So I think we could see her picking, the stuff that neither player is so known for, and Duski sticking more with like the hidden pull, maybe the free mods, maybe like no mod 1 and 2.
I actually think Duski might try to pick FM. Because
I can see
their FMC qualifiers were pretty close, and Duski had a really good score on FM on both FMs last round.
Yeah. I mean, I assume just going hidden only on everything, but being pretty reliable in it. That's kind of the nice thing about having a comfort mod, is you can usually just whack it on any free mod, and you'll do it pretty well without having to put in a crazy amount of effort, just because you're good at the mod. Both players missing on that crazy slowdown stream because they're on hidden. It wasn't exactly readable.
That slowdown was nasty to read with the HD.
Yeah, this is not a map built for mods, but they're making it work. Eloise sitting on a comfy A rank here with hidden. Okay, that SV's fast. I look at one side, right, and I can't see what's going on, and I think, oh, maybe, like, easy hidden makes it look easier. No, it doesn't. It's just hard to tell what's happening, no matter where you look.
I've tried playing easy HD myself. It doesn't really make hidden easier.
I suppose it depends on the map. If it's like speed, I can see it, but this is a lot more varied, and some parts are just going to be straight up harder with easy. Is Eloise gonna secure the A rank here? There's not too much hard part left. This is probably the hardest part mechanics-wise. Both players having an alright time with it. Eloise with some more breaks towards the end. Duski actually getting a good combo out of that.
Definitely comfortable with the easy HD.
So you can definitely see the experience difference on like how much each player's played this map. Eloise knows this, not quite like the back of her hand, but knows the map pretty well, and so can hit a lot of the trickier stuff, even with hidden. And it's going to be almost 800k on that. That's pretty nasty. Almost the A rank. Duski not with a bad sight read either. Like, that did not look very sight readable at all, so 120 misses is like perfectly fine. But it will be Duski's warm-up next. It's a map you might know.
It's a map we all love.
Oh yeah. It's still funny, man. It's been 6 years since this stopped being farm, and it's still just funny.
Definitely the most influential map set of all time.
Probably. At least the most famous Tycho map set of all time, besides maybe some random Sotarks hybrid or something. Probably more notable than most of those even. It is going to be Ether Ritual. You know what? You love it. It's the classic double map. This used to be 8 stars with no mod. It's now 5.2. Is there something up with that? Yes, absolutely. It shouldn't have been 8 stars. Even 8 stars with DT would be excessive for this.
I think they're playing this with DT, right?
Yeah, Nightcore, I think, was Duski's request. But yeah, it's going to be DT of some sort.
40-something seconds of warm-up. Awesome.
And Eloise has just been reminded that her Nightcore icon on her skin is the Appler's apple, if you know what that is, with red laser eyes. So that just jump scared her in the lobby screen.
That's awesome.
What? Okay, Duski is apparently still an ice blink. I'm sure that's just something we need to hit the panic button for. But Eloise is actually going to be going hidden Nightcore on this. This could be extremely tough to hack. Ether with DT is actually not an easy map to time correctly. Ender, are you there? Hit panic. Hit panic, bro, please. Yeah, thank you.
Panic.
Okay. Now we can't see, and now we can see. Oh my god, what is Duski doing?
Flash.
Wait, has he got 97? I think he can actually play this. I think he just FC'd Ether Ritual 5 mod.
It's the classic Ether Ritual full mod.
They double FC'd! To be fair, it is a big bongo map, because the doublets are so simple for bongo. It's just like hitting a bunch of finishers. But Duski really did just FC Ether Ritual from memory at 1.5 times speed in a match. Not bad from Eloise either. The 5 mod
Alright,
FC.
time for the rules.
Never seen anything like it yet. So both players will roll. The winner gets to choose whether they want to ban first or pick first. And the other person will get the other privilege. As the Harimachi elevator lands at the start of this match, maybe we'll get to see the chat sometime soon, maybe we won't. Who knows? Okay. Alright. And, Ender, can you, like, click on your laser client or something? I can't see the bottom line of the chat. Yeah, perfect. Alright, Eloise rolls 22. Rolls in all caps, and Duski rolls in all caps and rolls 100.
Natural 100.
This guy chose violence today. That is unreal. So, he will choose whether to ban first or pick first. That is, I'm pretty sure, our first 100 roll of the tournament. For all we know, it might end up being the only one.
Give me the HR to ban. Give me the HR to ban.
I think Duski might ban, like, I don't know, I feel like it could be either EHR. They're both quite hard for non-EHR players. Oh. Eloise forfeits out of beer for the 100 roll. I can't say I blame her. I would too, if my opponent rolled 100 on me. I think I remember one time in Jor, I rolled a 99, and then Shin Jin Home, the opposing captain, literally just rolled 100 on me. Like, hi, man. How do you lose the 99? This is the funniest part of a match. It's just a random bit of RNG for no reason. Always the funniest.
Instead of seeing you
Alright.
funnily
So
huge
Dusky-
numbers or funnily low numbers.
Yeah. Duski choosing to pick first. Eloise's ban is going to be Nomad 1.
And then one's down.
Dusky saying you were supposed to ban Hard Rock 1. Something tells me it may be a pick of Eloise's, actually. And Dusky is going to ban Hard Rock 1, so it's not going to be anybody's pick today.
Alright.
Alright. Dusky to pick now.
Not that much far off. Time for the pick. See. Give me the HD. Or FM.
I think it's probably one of the two. I think it's more likely hidden, but yeah, I think those are going to be his picks in general. And Eloise is probably going to be going for the rest of the pool, the Hard Rocks, the DTs. Probably, I feel like it's kind of a rare situation for her where that's the part of the pool that she's probably looking at, right? It's like if you have like me picking Hidden 2 or something. Like there are matchups where it can happen, but usually it's not where you go. But this is one of those. Let's start with a good song, Hidden 2. Okay.
HD2. Alright.
Alright, so it's going to be Satisfaction. This is the, I'd call it sort of the mechanics hidden. It's not really slow or fast. The SV is pretty moderate the whole way through. It's just that there's a bunch of variety in the notes themselves. 1316 section, lots of streams, some offbeat, like slightly slower sections, just plenty of stuff in the map that doesn't change too much when you put on Hidden, but you still have to play it.
So it's like the middle of the road hidden, and both players will be challenged for their mechanics more than their hidden rigging.
Yeah, maybe accuracy as well. We have seen some Mac battles on this. Obviously, we saw Dragon Max versus Gundam go down to the last note of the map, literally. Tied with one note to go, but Gundam took the win. So, I don't know. The 3-4, Dusky says he will miss on. There are a few 3-4 spacings in this that are pretty tricky, but I don't think it's really where the map, gets its difficulty from. It can trip you up, though. We'll have to see how it goes, as Eloise and Dusky heading into Hidden 2. And I will say, Eloise just scrimmed Ender. This was the last point, and Eloise won it. I will not say the scores. Maybe that's a bit too much information, but she's had practice on this map today. But Dusky good at this kind of thing in general. Just getting on the map comfortably enough.
I guess we can imagine this will be pretty close.
I think so. Yeah. Of course, there's the possibility someone locks up somewhere, lots of streams and stuff in this map where it's easy to make that kind of mistake. And here's the speed section. 1316 here. It plays like 270. Both players hitting it. Dusky with an early accolade, but... Well, what were you gonna say?
The lead has now switched. I was gonna say that Eloise is having a bit of trouble with the accuracy in the first few notes, but like as I was about to say that the accuracy switched.
Yeah, both players on 99. They're both like being comfy on this, but at least just a little bit more. Still anyone's game. As the doublets come through. And the 1/6 comes through. A little bit of an awkward ending to that last stream pattern, but both players handle it. Bit of an offbeat section here. This pattern in particular is no problem for either player. They are both still on the 99 FC halfway through, but Eloise hasn't hit a 100, I think, since the speed part. Looking comfy on this. The 1-3, both players SS. This could be a match if they're both playing like this.
There's the break, they can see their scores. It's really, really close.
Yeah, only 10k score between the two players, even with Eloise's Shirak. I think that is 4 100s right now. Okay, make that 5. Almost every little mistake from her has been at the start. Looks like she's locked in since then. And it's probably, not guaranteed, but probably gonna take a miss to switch this back over to Dusky's side. And the rest of the map is pretty chill until the ending, where it gets a little bit scary with some offbeats.
Both players still holding good. And we're in the last quarter of the map.
Oh, Eloise finds a couple and misses. And it's not totally over because it's very close. Duski could still lose this with a big enough act drop, but suddenly he is at the advantage. It was his first pick, so this is what you expect him to win, but still a bit too close for comfort here. The thing with Duski, I think, is that he just has that clutch factor. He just FCs maps he needs to FC to win in match. I think Nomad 1 actually kind of a good ban from Eloise against a player of this sort. And now the ending comes in. Not too hard, but it can get you if you kind of celebrate too early. And that's going to be neither player. Yeah, Duski with the 99 FC. More 100s than the opponent, but that doesn't usually matter if you keep it close in that front and you get the FC and they don't. Exactly what Duski does here. He's going to get his first point on the board. 1-0 up against Seed 5. Good start for him. So, now Eloise is big. Well, it could be 0-5 for Duski. Who knows? There's still time for it to be a sweep. But, Eloise's pick. I don't know. I think HR2 is a good one. I don't think Duski is particularly good at Hard Rock, but I'm not sure. I don't know how that will go. I haven't seen him on HR in a very long time.
It could be a gambling pick. Oh
yeah, okay, HR2. All right, so it is going to be kind of skirting around Duski's strengths in favor of okay. I think I'm the stronger all-rounder. I think I'm better on both of our weakness maps. And she's gonna pick Xiaolose. This is sort of a hybrid HR1, HR2. It's slow tech burst, but at very high SV, and it looks like, you know, very high spacing because of the high SV, low BPM combo. So it's kind of tricky. You don't see many HR picks like this. Go my HR2. Is that a Go my Ethan reference?
Whatever, go my HR2.
Like a Pokemon battle. Actually true.
But hey, maybe this HR2 is not too fast yet for Eloise to have troubles with.
I think she's not totally comfortable in this, but definitely solid. I've seen a decent enough score in it, but I think this is a perfectly good pick. I only just got good at this stuff. I'm kind of showing off to myself. Yeah, kind of person to just let a map be played if she's gotten better at it recently and be like, okay, check out what I can do now, even if it's kind of a hard loss. But and this one definitely isn't a hard loss.
You did mention earlier that you scrimmed with her, so...
Yes. Well, I refed a scrim between Ender and her, but yeah, close enough. I've seen her scores in a lobby. Alright. Yeah, Duski with 1-100 so far, still early days. Eloise is not going to SS this, basically nobody is.
But it's just a matter of who can hold their combo better, I guess.
Nobody ghost tapping, and both players hitting a 100 on the finisher at the start of the fire. That's kind of silly. But coming through this TI, both players hitting this, but Duski having major act issues, hitting very late quite a lot. I think he just doesn't quite have the reading speed to keep up with this.
It does look like it. Yeah. Oh, but
the miss from Eloise. It's very clean, and so she's still far ahead after this little of the map. Ghost tapping the rhythm in the break, as you should, as God intended.
I think that singular miss is still not enough to turn the lead over to Duski's side, but it's going to be fairly close.
Yeah, it'll take more for Duski to win this. He is still FCing, actually. Probably not the person the most expected to be FCing through half the map. And that lead is still shrinking. It's shrunk by like 10k just due to combo because Eloise did basically miss dead in the middle of the map. And here we go. From here until the end, it's just one big straight shot. It's all uncomfortable, it's all fast, and it's all kind of mapped like this. So Duski's axe struggles might come back to bite him here if he isn't more solid than he was earlier.
we're at the last quarter of the map. Eloise just need to not miss. She's doing really well on the act department so far.
Yeah, almost 99. Duski's still holding onto that FC, but it's just not enough when your opponent is 2 and a bit percent higher act than you. Even with the miss, there's only so far that goes to hurt you in a situation like this, and Dusky gonna find the miss. I think this ending is actually the hardest part of the map to hit cleanly. Eloise, after the first Ki break, is going to FC the second and harder Ki. The second harder and much longer Ki. Just under 1 million. Dusky with a couple breaks near the end, but with the 100 cut difference, it honestly didn't really matter. Good scores from both, but Eloise gonna hold her pick, and it's 1-1. Why does Dusky have 2 points on the laser planet? Whoops.
Okay, there we go. Now it's time for Dusky's pick. What do we expect to pick this time? Will he go for another HD or FM? An FM maybe?
I think Hidden One is pretty realistic. But Dusky saying he was getting B ranks in practice, so 96% 2-miss, actually pretty good from him. Just a bit of a comfort difference there for Eloise. Not much he was really able to do about that. Oh. Alright. Alright. It looks like he's picked Fremod 2 in Japanese for some reason.
Furimo Dotsuka.
Yeah, it's gonna be the anti-mod. And it is very anti-mod. We're not gonna see HDHR in this, I don't think. Eloise not bad at HDHR, but pretty strong on one mod, and usually has to hard learn a map to HDHR unless it's easy. Dusky says I'm vibe picking, but strategically, this makes enough sense. This is fine. I think Hidden and Fremod, like you said, is where he's gonna go. Or where he should go.
Yeah, and I didn't make a note of this, but Fremod 2 was played by both players last round, and Dusky had the higher score.
Really? Yeah.
Well, I'm not really sure how much more of an anti-mod this pick is compared to last round, but yeah, that's something to note.
What was the anti-mod last week? This is
a Korean. It's a K-pop song.
It's different. It's totally different in Highlights anti-mod. I would say this one is a lot harder in the normal sense of just SV reading difficulty, but it's easier to just be able to play. Although I don't think that is going to be the problem for either of these two players either way. It's going to be the Hidden only duel. We're looking at Hidden 4 here, assuming Fremod 1 is Hidden 3. 1-100 from both players on the intro. 7-put comes in, and here we go. Heavy SV from here on out. Yes, sir. Second 100 comes out from Dusky, and a third. Oh, and
there's a
miss, actually. This was his pick. If he loses this, we could see a bit of a snowball effect. Breakpoint early like this tends to spell a lot more than just being 1 point down when you're in a first to 5, especially against such a strong player who's probably got a handful of solid picks. Just recovering well, but Eloise on the 99.7 FC here, not having much trouble at all with this.
We're in the slowdown. We're in the calm part.
Yeah, calm, but maybe raising the heart rate of these Hidden players, no trouble. Alright, here come the doublets. Actually hard on Hidden only to even tell they're doublets. Could be easy to mistake these for single notes. Of course, once you know, but it seems like both players knew, so no trouble there. Dusky losing some more AC and conceding a bit more of a lead to Eloise, but there is still time for a comeback here. It'll take a couple mistakes though.
Yeah, as long as Dusky holds that combo, there's still a chance to take the lead from Eloise the moment she messes up something.
Coming into the main Ki, some awkward rhythms here. 6-plit into 8-plit just constantly. Really easy to trip up on that kind of thing. Both players handling it well. Eloise looking so clean here, hovering a mid 99.
We're getting the end of the map. If Eloise manages to hold this, then she gets the break point of Duski's pick.
And there's not much Duski can do here except hope for a lockup, and the map is coming to an end. We only have a couple measures left. Duski with a clean score of his own, it's just the one brick and really the accuracy difference more than anything. Kind of just cost him this. Not a bad score, but not too much you can do without HDHR against a 1046k from Eloise. That's going to be a break point. And now Duski on the back foot. Good scores from both though, wow. One miss combined.
One miss is rough. Still a good score nonetheless. Now it's time for Eloise's pick. And what do we expect to pick from her?
I'm not sure. I feel like DT1 might be the pick and just try to act game. Because Duski's raw accuracy isn't super good, but the thing is, obviously, this DT1 is not just a raw act map. The low SV adds quite a lot of trickiness to it. But I do feel like DT is probably the way to go here. Oh no, it's going to be Nomad 5, Warcry. The stamina Nomad.
Interesting. Nomad 5.
Alright. And yeah, Duski's saying Act Battle's my greatest nemesis. Yeah, that's really the one situation where I'd say he's always at a disadvantage. But this is not a free FC of a map. It's 3 minutes with like a single brick longer than half a beat at 220 BPM. It's really easy to lose stamina in this, or just to lose focus for an instant and suddenly you've missed. And then your opponent might just win no matter what you do. It's Tychemon professing that we should just be saying go my pick. Yeah, I can see it. Oh, wow. 5 gifted subs, actually, just noticed from Blue Zapper. Thank you, bro. Donating once more to the Ethan Tychotris cause. I want to see the sub leaderboard. Okay, it's weekly and it's only Zap. Yeah, fair enough. Alright, getting into Nomad 5 here. I think this is winnable for Duski, but I would give Eloise a bit of an advantage on this just because of accuracy. The intro probably the trickiest part for DDKK, just so many dawns. Both players having no trouble. Both SS through the intro. Also OD 7.5, so a little bit more act requirement than your usual map.
And yeah, and Duski did mention that it's his one weakness or something. Act battles. OD 7.5 is going to be rough.
Oh, he's actually the first one to hit a 100. Duski looking perfect so far.
Still holding the SS. Nearly a
quarter
quarter into the map.
A bit of a kind of pattern structure, bit of mapping here. Can be easy to get caught out by that because the patterns themselves turn out to look a little unusual, but both players hit it. Duski with 2 100s, so Eloise comes out ahead by 1. The 1-3 appears twice and is going to be clean. Yeah, both players with an act drop at the same time there, but Duski wins out. Can be 100 ahead. Both players SS the first 1-3. There are 4. There's another one coming up, and then the next are near the end of the map. So here we go. Duski with 100 before and after the 1-3, but hits it perfectly, and they are tied. Okay, no, they're not.
Still a 100 lead for Eloise.
And they're not even halfway through this map. It's so brutal on the wrists. Oh my god, there's no way, right? There's no way. Someone's got to separate themselves from the other in the second half. Otherwise, our heart rates are about to go way up really fast.
Imagine if this map becomes a tie.
They have to play it again, back to back. They're per wrists, dude. This is like the last map I would ever want to tie on and have to play immediately again. It would kill me. Like, I would not be able to do it.
They're still at the 100 difference though.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2-0 with a straight 100 from Duski. But as we've seen, it can come back the other way just as easily. Pretty much equals on this map here. And Dusky saying, Act Battle's my one weakness, but despite not doing quite as well as Eloise, he's looking real good on this. This would beat most players in the tournament if he keeps it up. The 1-3's coming up. Eloise with a couple 100s. There's no way. And one more. I think the difference is now 2. Okay, 3.
2 100.
Yeah. Alright. Let's give it a couple more. The last 1-3 has passed us by. Eloise hit A100 on the last one, but they both FC through it cleanly. And they both still FCing. Still like 8 measures. It's long to go.
2 more 100s.
Yeah, looks like Eloise should have this in the bag short of some kind of tank or miss. Alright, last pattern. And they both get the FC. Wow. That is crazy close. 10 100s to 18. We have seen 10 100 FC be the winning score in this map twice now. Twice today. First Gundam against Dragomax 10 to 17, and Eloise 10 to 18 against Dusky. Everyone FC in this one. Good scores, but it's gonna be a point for Eloise, who goes up 3-1.
Definitely a Annihilator point. And now it's Dusky's pick.
And Eloise correctly saying that FCing this map feels like surviving. It's true. Feels like, oh my god, it's over. Your wrist just begging you to stop by the halfway point. Dusky to pick. I think hidden one. I think he's probably got to go hidden one here.
Hidden one, maybe.
Like the hidden worked well. The free mod was close to working, but did not work so well.
Hidden one this round is so much denser than last rounds though. Well, more clumped up together, the notes I mean. Gamble. Wow, and
ooh, no mod 4! Okay. I can tell you Eloise has practiced this. I don't really know how strongly. But this is not going to be a 900k kind of performance from her. I'm assuming if Dusky has played this, or has picked this, then he's played it. This could get very interesting.
This is a true gacha pick.
Right,
oh
so
God,
this is
so much.
It's so good, yeah. You mapped this, right? Like you have a rank map of this, or am I trolling?
Yeah, from
It's
way
good.
back, I think.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's a great song.
Yeah. Alright, the 3-4 rhythms at the start gonna catch out Dusky for 100. Although SSing the map is pretty unlikely. Okay, hold up. There will be a 1-4 triple in here. It is here. Dusky was not ready, and that's gonna be a miss. Does recover immediately after, doesn't start missing the entire single tap chain, but he's gotta be ready for the second one, and he is. So Eloise with the lead, but it's not huge, it's an early miss. This is the hardest part of the map, unironically. It's like literally Futsu mapping, but it's the hardest part.
It's hard to read.
It's just really hard to read the finishers. I don't think either of these players is on box res, but if you are, it basically becomes memorization. It's so fast. Both players gonna hit the entire section calmly though. And Eloise with an SS at the break. I can tell you, in the Eloise Ender scrim, I was refereeing it and I was also playing. This was picked. All three of us had SS at the break. It looked pretty funny.
What is happening here? I'm curious.
Weavy barline is cat, normal barline is done. It looks kind of messed up, but it's pretty reactable actually. You'd be surprised. Eloise does drop the SS, but it doesn't really matter too much. She's seen that Dusky is not FCing, so she knows if she FCs, she's kind of got this one. Cut version of the song, so we're already into the second half. Eloise does find a miss on those barlines. And this could be trouble, because she's missed past the combo cap, but Dusky finds a break as well. Trades it over. And nobody with a real combo advantage here. And Don Don Cat Cat comes in, both players hitting it just fine. I think they will briefly see each other score there. Yeah, the big sliders are Cat's, the small sliders are Don's gimmick. Both players handling it just fine. There will be full-on streams with this in just a moment. For now, it's just a few triples. Obviously, the score going up way faster. There are a ton of objects here with these slider stacks. Here we go. Are they ready for this? Espresso 4 Cats, that's all you really need to know. And this is the last measure. Okay, Eloise gonna get through it with 99.7. Not quite an FC. Very, very close, but really strong stuff. Maybe a little bit annoying to not get it there because of pretty much hitting all the hard parts, but it is still a break point. Yeah, 7 100s as well. Really clean run from Eloise there. Not bad from Duski, but not much you can do against a score like that. And then that's the joy of gimmick maps, right? Unless you practice them an insane amount, everything feels missable because it's so different to what you're used to. Anyway, match point for Eloise now. She has 3 chances to avoid the tiebreaker and just get through to quarterfinals. Windows device disconnect signed.
Yeah, the music did cut off on ours then, or something. But yeah, it's time for Eloise's third pick. Second pick, third pick. Go my HD1.
Go my hidden one. Alright, wow. Alright.
There it is.
Alright,
so player challenging a strong hidden player.
Yeah, there can only be one of us in this time. It's not big enough for both. Certainly not American Western music, though. For this shootout, it's going to be the Armenian entry, I believe, for Eurovision one of those years. It's going to be Jacko in Jerome. Plays like 200 BPM, but at lower SV, the slow parts are pretty brutal. They are just kind of unusual rhythms. Ghost tapping helps quite a lot when they're trying to maintain accuracy on them. And yeah, it's density hidden is what Young calls it. And I think when you see it, you kind of understand exactly what density hidden means after hearing it described that way. It just looks so dense. But both players good at this kind of thing. Eloise on match point, picking to advance. Here we go. She did win this against Ender in that scrim earlier. I played as well, and I could not beat either of the two of them. The stream is frozen for me. I can't see.
There's sound, but video is frozen.
Ender, we can't see anything.
The one on Twitch is working though.
Yeah, it's kind of...
patient MF.
Oh. Well, yeah, the Twitch stream appears fine, but we could not see anything. Just need a second.
And now Banter is crying in stream, so, in Twitch, so...
Well, Duski is at 97%, that's kind of all we know. The Trading Client's been doing this recently, where it'll just only show one player's perspective no matter how much you panic. Eloise is probably still working and playing the map. We can't really tell you how it's going, though. Oh my god, is the match about to end on the losing player just playing single player for an entire map? That would just suck so much. That's so boring. But there's not much we can do about this. Mind you, Duski's still FCing. He's still in this just for having an FC. It's hard enough.
This happened before. I'm just hoping this doesn't lead to an Eloise disconnect. Eloise Bancho disconnect.
I don't think it necessarily will be. Yeah, this happened yesterday, and both players got their scores out fine. Okay, here's the part where you need to know the rhythm. Duski doing this with no ghost tapping, and I don't really understand how people do that. Does hit the entire slow section, and now it's just some ki to go, and It looks like this may have been a mispick from Eloise unless she is on a crazy good run right now, because Dusky is looking clean as can be here. Can't really comment on what Eloise is doing, because we don't know.
Only she knows what's happening.
Yeah.
And what she's playing.
Alright, last measures on the map here. Dusky passed 1 million. It's going to be 1020k. That's a hard score to beat. That might well beat Eloise here. And... oh, wow. Eloise gets 1042k off stream and wins the match while not being visible to the goddamn stream. It's going to be a 5-1 win. The top of the screen not correct. But amazing plays from both. A double FC on this is not something you would expect to see.
Indeed, both players showing their prowess in HD. But,
yeah,
well, there can be only one better HD player in this match, and it turns out to be Eloise.
Yeah, so she wins the match 5-1, ending on a double FC on Hidden 1. Ultra rare. Oh, excuse me. And advances on to the winner's side quarterfinals. It's going to be Eloise versus Renshi. Oh yeah, Renshi, who won by default against Tian, who had to forfeit. So a little bit annoying maybe for Eloise there. Won't have quite as much intel as she might like on her next opponent. But I mean, she overcame this guy rolling 100 against her, so maybe she can just do anything. But Eloise versus Renshi will be a winners quarterfinals matchup next weekend. As for Dusky, he is still in the tournament. He is just going to be in the lower bracket from now on. Let's see, who's he playing first?
He's facing Yamfan next round.
Yep, looks like it. Okay. Oh, they are in a very scary part of the lower bracket that includes the Never versus Deku match. So the winner of Dusky versus Yamfan is either facing Never, Deku, or Defectum. So that's going to be scary for whoever that is. But for now, Eloise moves on in the winner's bracket. Dusky moves down to the lower bracket. Yeah.
Whatever happened to that branch of the lower bracket, man?
I don't know. I mean, like, so much specific seed trolling had to occur, but it looks like it's happened. Yamfan is also pretty good. Like, he's no slouch. I mean, him versus Dusky should be interesting. I wouldn't give one of them the match guaranteed over the other. They both have their strengths that this time are pretty different. But, yep, that is Dusky's next matchup. And Eloise staying in the upper bracket where we have 3 UK players in winner's side in quarterfinals. Isn't that crazy? We're the best country, by the way. For Taiko, not for like anything else. We suck for everything else. Anyway, that is going to be us done for now. Okay, there is no other match going on right now. Our next match is in 15 minutes, and it's going to be a big one. The last winner's bracket match of the weekend. It's going to be Right 4 versus Nurand, seed 6 versus 11, but do not be fooled by Nurand at seed 11. His global PP rank is lower than his seed in this tournament, and he can play like it. He just sort of didn't in quals. He does that. We don't know why. So that could be a barn burner if Right 4 is coming in ready. But Nurand is probably favored for that one just because of his sheer skill at the game. That's in 15 minutes. Thank you guys very much for watching this one. We'll see you next time.
Chicken azat yes kepada